5th is on the agenda.
Yes. I came to the committee a few months ago and told you that the old settlers would get you a blueprint for the stage so that we could continue, with our entertainment this year. We sent our information to a Terry Townsend, who's a licensed engineer, and I think you have a sheet on this up there. And he contacted us and told us that we were not required to have a blueprint done on that stage. So, but he did have some recommendations. He says there's some rust on it that needs to be taken care of. Really not a whole lot. He said maybe every couple years that needs to be repainted and taken care of. And as far as the roof structure, he just said there should be a sign posted that we shouldn't hang anything from the roof structure. Other than that, the height of the stage, as long as it stays around 2 foot, we don't have to have any railing on the front.
That's fantastic.
So basically, other than a little bit of upkeep on the stage, we shouldn't have anything else to do with that. We're in the process right now of getting our permit ready for our entertainment, so we'll have to send that to the state, and then the state fire marshal will have to come in and go ahead and inspect it. So that's kind of where we're at on that.
First of all, it's a good job. It eases my mind a lot. That's fantastic. Thank you.
Did you say rust on the stage?
The metal,
On the
The
steel
structure.
post.
steel structure,
You look around, you see some rust.
there's some rust up there.
And to help you with your problem, if you organize a work day and get the prisoners, they said they'd love to come and sand it down, paint it, whatever you need on it. They want to help. Davis County,
Yep.
absolutely.
Tell you what, them guys are a blessing. They are such a help.
There is an area, Doug, where you may need to get some dirt with the backhoe. Any place the stage is over 24 inches high, he says you need to level it off and make it at least no more than 24 inches high.
Yeah.
Where the rail's at, it doesn't matter, but
Right.
On the front.
Around the
The
front.
front's
front and
pretty,
the
the front's
sides.
pretty low, but there's one spot I think might be a little high.
Great.
Yeah, if you fill that in with dirt, then that'll save us putting a rail on it. We build it up.
While we're on the subject, is there any other agreements we need to have with the park board, settlers board, that we kind of screw around at the last minute to do, previous years?
I can't really say, we've not had a meeting this year at all. Go ahead.
I thought you were still waiting on the agreement for us to lease the.
Yeah, we haven't heard anything on a lease. If
Who was supposed to do that?
Last time we heard, we was waiting on the Rita to get it done for last year.
I know it was.
we're still waiting.
But her response was, nobody ever got it to her.
Waiting on agreement to lease what?
At least the park.
Oh, that was when you guys decided like an hour
No,
before the festival.
what happened, it was
Yeah,
me.
very
I was the cause of it.
Yes.
I read.
He started reading again.
I started reading again, state statute, which says, and again, it's like, but
That makes
if
sense.
you appoint a park board, then the town is responsible, if you have all the events and the rides and everything like that, the town's responsible for it. The town is still responsible long-term down the line, everything like that, we know that. But the state statute says if they aren't appointed, if they're a separate entity, then you have to have a lease agreement between the Old Settlers Board, which is not town affiliated, and the town. It says they can lease it for, Dave's got my money.
$1.
Yeah.
$1. Yeah, $1. Do we know anybody that's doing that? Entity-wise?
Yeah, I did. I got a check on it, Rita.
I mean, town-wise that's doing that?
Well, somewhere
Here.
there's supposed to be a ballpark.
Right, we talked about that later with the ballpark lease.
Yeah,
We don't have that.
I would bet that Eleanor does. For Old Settlers and or not Ozark, but,
the antique.
antique show. I would think they do.
But we do have the issue of, insurance, you provide your own and.
There's the POC for the antique.
Okay.
Do you know who the POC is?
And you wanna have to put the count on his second verse?
Dollar
She
a
was-
year.
she was-
Bill Bays,
Used to be $1 a year.
BAYS. Well, I got plenty of notice this year,
Yeah.
January.
What about
I
the,
know where it was.
youth league, agreement, is there an ongoing agreement with them?
Well, that's what she's saying, we supposedly have a lease, I've never seen one since I've been helping the board, and I don't,
We
Yeah,
better,
I
you can't
had,
find one.
I
we
had
better have.
It's been years ago.
Norman Swift came and said that they paid, $20, it was $1 a year, and he wanted to see when that was signed. And I was like, I would like to do
We've got to
so,
have, for
I've been-
insurance purposes, we've got to have lease.
because they would need to be able to show their proof of insurance, right?
Don't they have a copy?
No, he asked me for one.
You know about that, Frank?
What's that?
Little youth league, lease of the, their area.
It was $1 a year when I was on the board.
Well, I'm worried about the amount, I'm worried about his liability to me.
I'm trying to find a receipt to show where they paid the $20. I'm not able to locate it up to like 2007. So as soon as I find that receipt, I might be able to go into that box with the year and see if it's in there.
Put that on the
I think we-
agenda for
agenda,
next
yeah.
meeting and, we'll,
I can spread a little light on some of that. I know that when the Little League first done theirs, years ago, back when I was involved, it was a token fee, nobody paid anything. It was just on the contract, there wasn't any money changed hands.
I agree to that, as long as there's a contract.
And there was a contract, but it wasn't,
That's what I want, who, do you know who did the contract, Dave?
no, not back, no, well, it was probably, might have been, who was before Jeff Hayes as town attorney?
Was that Byron?
Probably was Rusk, I think it was Rusk.
Yeah, Dean Rusk and Byron, when they were together.
No, well, Rusk was town attorney, I think.
Well,